this is Raul for Bass Musician Magazine. I really enjoy listening to music with great detail and clarity, and for that reason, anytime I get a chance to check out some new headphones, I really like to jump on it. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the LCD-1, Audeze, open back, and foldable headphones. Let's take a close look at the LCD open back foldable headphones. To begin with, you get the headphones themselves, and you'll notice they are hinged so they can fold in, making them compact. Also, it makes it fit nicely in the travel case that comes included. The cables themselves are not attached to the headphone. You need to plug them in, and that is a 3.5 millimeter plug that is nice and sturdy. It has kind of a fabric outer surface, and it is designed to minimize the possibility of getting tangled. With the plugs where the cable goes into the headphones, there's no specific left to left, right to right. So that makes it very easy to put in. They're lightweight, weighing in at 250 grams, and they've got memory foam on the ear cups and on the headband portion on top of your head that is covered with a lovely soft, genuine lambskin leather. This lends itself to them staying comfortable in the event that you are going to wear them for extended periods of time. You don't feel like you have almost anything on. On the technical side, you can see the design is an open circumaural design, which means it's covering the entire ear. They have a wide dynamic range with 90 millimeter over-ear planar drivers. They are using ultra-thin uniforce diaphragms, and they get power and sound efficiency using a fluxor magnet array. You get deep, rich bass with low audible distortion using phaser waveguides, and they have a frequency response of 10 Hz to 50 kHz. The transducers in these are planar magnetic neodymium. That is part of that magnetic structure I mentioned, the fluxor magnetic array. Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about what I found with the Audeze LCD-1 headphones. To start out with, the method I used was a very sophisticated instrument known as my ears. I've seen that some people will test headphones by putting them on like a styrofoam head that has ports where the ear holes are, and essentially there's a microphone stuck up inside of there. And in my mind, what you're doing is you're testing how good the microphone that picks up, the sound from here is. So there's a lot of variables. Ultimately, headphones are made for humans and not for other microphones to listen to. And so the final test for anybody would be to try them and see how they sound to you. I'm sure scientifically you could capture waveforms and figure out how much intensity and stuff is going on there, but that doesn't necessarily translate to the listener's experience. So, starting out, super lightweight, super comfortable. They hardly feel like you have anything on. You can wear them for a prolonged amount of time. You don't feel like your head is getting squeezed, which is exquisite. I did compare them to a couple of other headphones just to kind of go back and forth, and I cross-referenced them between the Classics 99 and my trusty old Sennheiser HD205. Now, all of these have their strength. The Sennheiser's got to be like a decade old, but is still chugging along and is doing really good. The 99 Classics are kind of sound canceling. And so one of the significant differences I noticed is because these are open to the outside, it allows a little bit more kind of ambient feeling, a little more space. So when you listen in these headphones, it gives you a kind of a roomier feel to it. It's like you're in a room with more air, whereas with the closed, confined kind, they tend to be forcing all that sound into your ears without any of it escaping towards the outside. An additional thing, if you are listening to these so that the person next to you doesn't have to hear your music, a little of the sound kind of escapes these as well. So hopefully that doesn't bother the people around you. They don't hear it as well as you do, but it kind of lets it out the same way that it lets that ambient sound in. All of them handled the bass really well. I do find that the enclosed ear tends to push a little more bass on you, but this is a very reasonable amount of sound both at the higher registers and the lows. I tried with different kinds of musics. I listened to classical music, I listened to vocals, I listened to instrumental, I listened to just a plethora of sounds, and they were fabulous in all of those. I also listened to different sources. My trusty old iPod, I still have one and it still works. Great sound from these as well as the other headphones. I plugged it into the computer and listened to things, and I want to make mention that there is an additional thing that comes with these, and that is that 1/4-inch adapter. The 1/4-inch adapter is a great feature in that you can plug into stereo. If you already have a stereo amp, you can plug into that to listen, but more so for us bass players, because a lot of your heads, a lot of the small amplifiers have headphone out jacks. And this is exactly what you would need if you want to convert your bass head into a practice amp so that you can hear what you're playing, but not everybody else has to. So that's another great feature. And if you had a set of headphones that didn't come with this, you can always get these adapters, but it comes with it, so that is a bonus in my mind. So the long and the short of it, great headphones, super comfortable. I would encourage you to listen through them, but I'm sure you're going to be happy. You're going to be pleasantly pleased by the weight and the comfort. Also, with their foldability, that travel feature is great because you can squeeze them into your gig bag, take them with you on the go, have them on your carry-on luggage on the airplane. Folding up and being nice and tidy is an excellent feature for busy musicians on the go. So, if you want to know more about the Audeze LCD-1 foldable open back headphones, simply go to www.audeze, and that is AUDEZE.com for more information. This has been Raul, constantly searching for great sound and sharing this information with our people in the bass community, coming to you on Bass Musician Magazine.